All right, Connor in Long Island, you were getting into the Saudi Air Force occupying the very floors where the attacks were launched from. Yeah, that's what the feds don't want us to get into. It's the whole Saudi civil war. Trump reportedly has struck back with all these arrests of the pro-Islamicist globalist forces. I'm going to still sit back and watch and see exactly what fleshes out, but I think you're over the target with those statements. Go ahead.
It's kind of right out in the open. Las Vegas Review-Journal, August 4th, 2017, discussing that the Saudi delegations typically stay at Mandalay Bay. Essentially, the top floors are the Four Seasons, which a Saudi prince owns almost 50% of. But this year, they did not stay there. Could be totally nothing, but, you know, obviously people like yourself and Shepard that are more in the know would be able to kind of dig into that. But just found that to be a little interesting. So thanks for taking my call.
Well, just to be clear, you're in the know as much as we are. You're a smart, sentient being. But, yeah, that's where this whole investigation is going, a Saudi Arabia civil war situation. Let's talk to, thank you, sir. Let's talk to Sean in California. You're on the air.
Hi, Alex. Pleasure to speak with you again.
Thank you.
I just want to say, man, I got to tell you, I got your products late in my game, but I have ADHD, and I got to tell you, your brain force definitely makes my neuros connect a lot cleaner, and I don't think that it's promoted that way. But if you have people that are, you know, in my age, 30-year-old, who need something to focus, definitely one of the greatest things I've ever had. And I've taken Dexedrine, Ritalin. This is like the smoothest, like, concentrator I've ever been on.
Well, let me be clear. Everybody's brain's different. And just like studies show, Ritalin helps some people, hurts others. This doesn't have drugs and it has legal compounds. Some, though, are drugs in Europe. But we only with what was very safe and known to help people to have, like you said, smooth brain function. Not jacked up, not low, but let your brain have the compounds and chemicals it needs for normal electrochemical operation. And at the normal price of $39, it's a pretty good deal. But we always sell it for a discount, at least 20%. So it really is the Rolls Royce of nootropics at a much lower price. There are a lot of other brands that have similar compounds in them and similar mixes for $80 to $100. People tend to respect that more and think, well, it must be really good if it costs a lot. No, it's just marked up 4 times, 5 times. We mark Brain Force up at regular sales price 100%. When we sell it at $29, it's only marked up, like 50%, 60%. So again, thank you for your support. I'm glad you like Brain Force. It is powerful. I mean, overall, you're talking about it. I mean, describe what it's like when you're on it.
Man, the one thing I could tell you, it makes you feel like what you're supposed to feel. You get coffee or something like that. It's something that definitely wakes up your brain, makes your brain waves a lot smoother, connect way quicker, so that if you're in like a confrontation and you usually have a issue with coming out clean, this gives you the opportunity to get all your thoughts out clean, the way you want it to come out, and it just gives you like the actual power that you know what you're talking about.
I was about to say, I used to do late night radio a lot, coast to coast AM, you name it, and at like 10 at night, coffee doesn't work anymore. So I found beer in low levels had a stimulant, but then that would make me, out of shape. And then I tried other nootropics and things that would speed me up too much. The thing is, I can take Brain Force and go to sleep in 2 hours if I need to. What it does is it just gives you the connectivity you need. It doesn't speed you up. It just gives you the baseline building blocks to then be supercharged. And I'm really proud of it. So I want to thank you for your support, Sean, and I want to thank you for promoting Brain Force. Thank you, sir. Anything else you want to add?
I just want to say, if anybody wants a free sticker, I drive a bright red truck. Come and get your We the People sticker. I'll give them out in traffic.
That's awesome, brother. We'll be back to interviews. Matt Dubiel from our Chicago affiliate, and take some of your calls straight ahead. Thousands of years ago, there was a basic form of chivalry. Our ancestors would hear the drums of war, giving the warriors of the tribe a chance to organize and prepare a defense. 60 years ago, when foreign air forces were approaching filled with bombs, they had drums of their own, air raid sirens. But in the 21st century, there are silent weapons for quiet war. Pathogens added to the food and water, and to the lining of plastics that destroy our vitality, turn off our hormones, and accelerate our journey towards death. I personally counter this onslaught with Anthroplex. Anthroplex is designed with known organic concentrated herbs to create the basic foundation to normal metabolic activity inside the human body. Discover why Anthroplex is turning so many heads today. It's time for us to take our bodies back into our own hands, and it starts at InfoWarsLife.com with Anthroplex.